Nobody move. We're live. All right. Sound is on. Stream is correct. I remember to change the name today. And as far as I can tell, there are no technical difficulties as of yet. So pat on the back, everybody. We did it. It only took us 38 episodes to start without a technical issue. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Tonight, we are playing our homebrew campaign. This is Luck and Chaos, a TTRPG 5e D&D dating sim vaguely disguised as a Dungeon and Dragons game. I'm not quite sure what to describe this anymore. But we flirt a lot here, so if that's your cup of tea, welcome. Tonight, we are starting our endeavor on this channel, raising money for the Trans Empowerment Project. TEP is a federally recognized 501c3 nonprofit organization whose mission is to move our community out of crisis by creating equitable systems of support centered around disabled, two-spirit, trans, intersex, and gender-expansive members of the community who are also Black, Indigenous, and or people of color, to ensure that we all get to thrive. They're a really cool organization. They have a little digital space that you can go and join if you're interested in joining their space. They have a lot of resources on activism and ways you can help, as well as a really neat thing called their Storyteller Spotlight, which we'll be talking about later on, probably after the break. But with that, we have already had some donations come in, so I am going to go ahead and get those out of the way. First off, from PJ, thank you so much for gifting a roll for chaos and a healing potion. Now, no one was specified for who was to roll for these, so let's do the healing potion first, all right? Stakes are really low. Go ahead and roll me 1d4. Satan is 1, Zach, you are 2, Abby, you are 3, RJ is 4.
I rolled a 4.
4, RJ. You get I believe that was a supreme potion of healing.
Keep that barb up.
And if I can get another D4 roll, let's see who has to roll on the table of chaos.
Sure thing.
Oh, I'll let Abby roll it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Two.
So that's going to be Zach. Okay, Zach. At an inopportune moment, I will be asking you as we start the game to roll on the table of chaos.
Perfect. Also, when I accidentally rolled, I rolled a 3, so it's hilarious that Abby rolled a 2.
Let's see. Oh, actually, those were the rewards from Robin. I am very sorry. I absolutely do not know how to read this dashboard. That was from our wonderful friend Robin, courtesy of Cursing Raven Books, round 1. So I don't know. Robin might have some more for it installed for y'all. I can talk. Those weren't the words in the correct order, but we're going to move on. Next up, this one is actually from PJ, is the table advantage. So that means with the table advantage, everyone, including me, first roll of the game is going to be at advantage. Up next, we have Levi from chat, who gifted 4 advantages to go to the players. So you each get 1 additional advantage after that first advantage roll. And you each get 1 basic potion of healing. Now, normally in this campaign, I would have the players just take the max healing for potions, but in order to keep this balanced, because I know how much chat likes to keep everybody alive, they will actually have to roll for their healing potions. So keep an eye on their health scores, everybody, because they might need it later. I might have made this a little difficult. That is it so far for our donations. Thank you, everyone, so much for donating so far. That puts us at $125 towards our $5,000 that we are trying to raise for TEP. If you would like to donate to the Trans Empowerment Project, you can use !donate in chat, or ask any of us for the donation link, and we will be happy to pull it up for you. At $500, the ability to gift the players items ranging from rare to very rare to legendary will unlock. So with that, y'all want to go around and say hi, how are you, who we are, what we doing, how we doing it? Okay, let's do it.
Hi, everyone. My name is Satan, or Alessa Vamp, in the interwebs. And tonight I will be playing Yuiza, our wood elf rogue warlock. She goes by she, her for now, and I go by she or any pronouns.
Hi, everybody. I'm Zachary Vaudo. Tonight I am playing Arat Kshizhin, your blind, Damphir wild oracle. Any pronouns are fine for either of us, as long as they're not derogatory.
Yate, I'm Abby. I'm your local Dinan nerd, and I will be Fisscourth, your Ahuling cleric of Keening. And our moms picked out our pronouns, so she, her.
Hey everybody, I'm RJ. Today I'm playing Sulong Shen, the druid barbarian. We both go by he, him, and yeah, let's get it started.
And that just leaves me. Hey, everybody. My name is Sara Roberts. I use any pronouns, and I will be your GM for the evening. All right, let's bring everybody back in, shall we? Okay, so last week you all went out, did a bit of shopping on your own. Some of you made some new friends, made some new, rather questionable acquaintances, and then you all went off for boys' night and girls' night. Yuiza and Fisscourth got a little sauced on Fisscourth's first experience with a girls' night and found out some information about changelings and witchborn and shifters, adding a few more pieces of the puzzle to the mystery of Yuiza's backstory. Shortly after that, the two of you left the Red Oak Tavern after oogling a few of the piratey-themed guests and returned to the street and headed out about your night, where you ran into a little halfling girl. Arat and Sulong, the two of you went out for boys' night, drinking at a dive bar that is surprisingly still standing after all of this time. Barely changed since last Arat was here 40 years ago. And Sulong, you partook in a rather spicy challenge that your friend could probably easily beat based on the plaque on the wall. After a few rounds of drinks and some merriment, you two headed off to the Lightfoot Theater in search of the ghost of Anine, as you had been told the story of Anine and the Hag by one Tanner Rambler of City Gander Tours. Upon investigating, you made your way easily into the structure after hours and investigated the seating area as well as where the stage area was, hearing a odd, low hum sing-song coming from behind the curtain. After a bit of investigation and a minor chase, you found out that it was not Anine. It was another old friend, Orphi, a bard famous throughout the continent for their skills, who has invited you back to their green room for a bit of chat and some planning, as you have been invited with your party to attend their concert the next night. And I think that is where we should pick up. Is there any further conversation that you wish to have with Orphi Arat before you head out?
I think we were covering a good bit of it, though.
Mhm.
Honestly, like, knowing that my friend is still alive, who I was certain, I was certain maybe I couldn't be at this point, because time is weird like that.
Mhm.
Knowing somebody I'll be able to see again, I probably would start to wrap things up with them,
Okay.
giving like the number of tickets, etc.
Absolutely, yes. Orphi tells you that there will be tickets at one of the doors and lets you know where to find them. And she says, "Ugh, you don't have to wear anything fancy or anything. I will be the fanciest one there, anyways. But you can come sit in my private box. Let me know if you need anything. There will be drinks and snacks for you all. It will be a very fun time."
You are too kind, Orpha. Thank you so much for treating an old friend after all these years.
I know, I'm the best. Oh, all right. We must catch up afterwards more, though. Promise me?
I, I, I most certainly will.
Oh, wonderful. No running away from me this time. All right. I must get my beauty sleep. It is late, and I am done setting up.
Please do rest, and I do hope that we will be able to see you soon.
And the blue tiefling gives you a warm hug and kisses you on both cheeks. You as well, Sulong. Orphi is a very warm and welcoming presence. And with a flip of her long white hair, the blue tiefling leads you out back to the street and waves goodbye as she heads off to her own accommodations.
Well, she seems fun.
She is a whirlwind, but she is wonderful. This went a lot better than I was expecting it to go tonight.
Yeah, I was half expecting some sort of melancholy, like we actually do find the ghost and there is some sort of soliloquy on your part about having friends lost in the past. You know what? We should go get more drinks.
That does align. Yes. No. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Someone will actually put an arm over Arat's shoulders, like as they're walking.
Absolutely. And as you do, Zach, can you please roll me 1d10 on the table of chaos?
Oh, can I?
Can I not have my arm around him?
No.
Nope. Too late. You made your choice. 5.
Yep. 5.
It's pride.
I make out with
Okay.
Arat.
Do I roll
Happy
that with
Pride.
advantage or?
There's no way really to
That's
roll
true.
with advantage on that. So I'm going to say no, you don't have to use your advantage roll on this.
Okay.
However,
Yes.
you regain your lowest level expended spell slot.
I don't
Since you
have
don't really
spell slots.
use spell slots, we're going to say that you can regain a card of your choice that you have used from your deck.
I don't think I've used any cards yet, actually, either. We woke up
Really?
and went,
Okay.
because
Roll again for
we
me.
woke up and we went out.
All right. Roll again for me.
Something's gonna happen.
8.
Oh no.
Your skin becomes as tough as dragon scale for the next 30 minutes, and your armor class can't be less than 14.
Okay.
Sulong, as you put your arm around Arat, suddenly there's a hardening sensation beneath Arat's clothes. You can feel almost as though rocks have formed there.
I had my arm over his shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You'd
up
be
here
able to
still.
feel.
Abby gets me. Just a quirked eyebrow from Sulong. Hey, buddy.
Hmm?
I don't know how to tell you this, but are you happy to see me? Well, you can't.
It's a good night,
Yeah.
I suppose.
You know what? I'm not gonna question it. This is like the less weird thing that to happen tonight.
Okay.
And as the two of you head out looking for another place to drink, let's switch over to Fisscourth and Yuiza briefly. The two of you have found Erna. Small Erna is a halfling child with dark skin and short, dark, cropped hair. And she's quite short even for her age as a halfling. She's tired and sleepy in your arms, Fisscourth, and she's still sniffling and trying her hardest to keep herself awake. It's quite late for her.
It is. I've heard that these surface children have bedtimes. It's even more concerning. Yuiza, I believe we are this child's guardians now.
We are.
Is there someone we go to?
Well, technically that would be us because we are wardens. But maybe we need, wardens that are more wardens than, the type of wardens we are right now, But, Erna, it's okay. It's going to be fine. Would you like some warmed up granola?
Sure.
Okay, I always I always carry some with me because I have a pet. He's a little musketeer. You can meet him if you want. She'll take out some granola and warm it up with prestidigitation. Just hand it to her.
Fist is just glaring over this baby's head right now. How dare you?
She takes it from you and sleepily munches on it. More of it ends up in your fur than into her mouth, Fisscourth, as she begins to fall asleep in your arms. Where are the two of you heading?
We have to go for the wardens. I don't trust.
Yes, it sounds
City
terribly
cops.
serious. Gods are corrupt. This is true.
So the wardens. Oh, what happened to her parents?
She did tell you that where they were attacked, and she was the only one to get away. Mhm.
Oh yeah, that's a lot. I need to sober up real quick.
And as you say this and you guys begin heading back towards the wardens, we'll say that your paths intersect and you see off in the distance Arat and Sulong walking towards you. Sulong's arm around Arat's shoulder.
Yuiza sees them. It's like, oh, I found wardens that were more warden than us wardens. Hey, is the drunk girl like,
Hello! Yeah, drunk girl just,
yeah.
salutations!
My shoes are in my hand.
What are
for
with the
some
baby?
reason.
Sulong looks
guys.
over, sees Yuiza, Fisscourth, child.
We have
stops.
a child now.
What? When? How?
Like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, we happened upon it. Yes, we were walking, and she came upon us weeping, and of course I decided to pick up the small one, because, children and their tiny legs. Anyway, her family's been kidnapped, and we should go to the wardens to help figure out what's happened.
in a cave
Cool.
outside of town.
That was going to be my second question.
A cave.
Yes.
All right. You had a very interesting night compared to ours then? Well,
Yeah, we can talk about our stuff later. Let's...
Yes, this is more
Let's go.
important.
Her name's Erna. I gave her some warm granola for now.
And she snotted all over my new girl's nightdress, but this is the price of motherhood, I suppose.
Oh, do you have a new dress?
I forget how I see. Damn it. I could perhaps give you a textural tour once we solve this whole conundrum, but we should hurry.
Get a room
Wonderful.
first.
Thank you.
There's a child here.
There is. And there's also some donations here as well.
Yes.
Oh.
Abby, you have been gifted by the Crow Dog 1 player advantage. Go ahead and stick that in your bank for when we start rolling. And Damien, thank you so much for gifting Abby a roll on the Table of Chaos. Abby, go ahead and roll me 1d10.
All right, let's go. Surely this can't go badly. Uh-oh, that's a 1.
Okay. For the next minute, magical darkness fills the area within 10 feet of you. As you're holding Erna, she coughs a little bit and sneezes, getting some granola down the wrong throat, getting some of that dust in her face as she's slowly falling asleep in your fluffy fur. And with that little sneeze, suddenly, achoo! Within 10 feet of you, everything is darkness.
I can't tell the difference.
Is this what you see all the time, Arat?
Is what?
It's just dark.
I've never seen in my life, so yes.
Do service children usually do this? I've never experienced such a darkness in my life.
Well, unless they have some sort of magical ability.
I suppose follow me then? If none of you are able to
I
see?
don't know where you are.
Follow the. I tap my walking stick on the stone. Just follow me.
I don't know Morse code, whoever Morse is.
No, just go to the sound. Go to
It
the
is
sound.
rather morose.
It is. That's really hard to say in my accent.
Morose.
It's fine.
Arat, go ahead and give me a survival roll at advantage with one of your advantages while you try to herd these cats and assist them in navigating the darkness for the next minute.
I'm not even going to do the second roll because that was a natural 20. For a total of 25.
Fantastic. Yes, you are able to corral all 3 of your companions with the little child in tow and usher them towards the guild hall without a problem.
How long does it take to get to the guild hall?
From where you are, probably 10, 15 minutes.
Okay, so the darkness has gone away by the time we showed up then.
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
And I have 15 minutes left of stone skin.
you do.
Cool. So I guess by the time we walk up to the wardens, you guys can suddenly see again. And I just go, here we are.
Thankfully, that all cleared up. Goodness, Who should we speak to? Because quite frankly, I don't want to leave this little one alone.
I suppose if Toby is still here.
I think Toby's gone by now.
Oh, well then who the other one then? The one that likes making drinks.
I like making drinks.
You made a drink for him, I believe.
Oh, the grumpy guy?
Yes,
I
he's
do
the
not
one in
remember
charge.
his name.
No, I imagine you would be more difficult now too.
I should make more of those drinks. I'll be right back.
Well, perhaps we should. Oh,
Fisscourth is just going to stroll into the building confidently, holding this child, Edda, and just say like, "Hello, who here deals with the kidnapping department? We have an issue, a grand one, and I'm drunk."
As you shout out into the guild hall, you don't initially see anyone in the main lobby area of Fisscourth. Roll me perception. And this will be a roll with advantage. Roll physical, Abby.
You're grounded. You can't roll digital dice anymore.
Thank God for advantage. That's a 13.
roll your physical dice.
Where's your physical dice? 13. It takes you a few moments, even with your super bat hearing. But eventually your ears ping over towards the library study area. There's a small library with a sofa and several chairs, and you hear a soft snoring coming from there.
Gonna peek in with baby. Who do I see?
As you peek in, you see Joy, Fengal, and the tall orcish woman who helped you in the battle against the Void Dragon. All asleep, lounging back on the furniture. There's a tray of drinks and an empty pitcher nearby.
We are not the only ones who have engaged tonight, I see. I'm just gonna shout, like, everyone, I need you awake at this instant. It's an emergency, a drastic one.
Okay, let me see who you wake up. Okay, the orcish woman wakes up. Fengal does not budge. They are dead to the world. And
Used to screeching.
and Joy also does not budge. But the orcish woman wakes up. She has pale green skin with whitish, lighter bleach streaks that make a diamond pattern across her brow and her cheeks. And 2 tusks poke out from her bottom lip. Her hair is brown and it's kind of styled up into a mohawk that flips over a little bit, but she stretches and who is being so loud?
It is I, Fisscourth, and the rest of her companions, and a child who has been, well, not orphaned, I will say, but separated from her parents.
Congratulations
Now,
on your
perhaps you could
newborn.
give our good
Congratulations.
friend here the story?
And they attempt to roll over and go back to sleep.
I'm just going to put the child down and say, look at the wall for a moment and cover your ears, and go to this orcish woman, shake her ferociously and say, this is a matter of life and death. You must be awake this very instant.
Fisscourth, you go to shake this woman and you rattle the leather armor that they are still wearing just a little bit. It's kind of that feeling of like someone wearing sports gear and it tugging against their skin. But she is solid. She does not budge. But she does crack an eye open and look at you. What do you need?
Directions, hopefully, locations of a cave?
Which one? One of the sea caves?
I'll just look towards where our little one is standing.
Sulong has picked them up.
She is in Sulong's arms. Her eyes are shut real tight and her hands are over her ears. She's following your instructions, Fisscourth.
Sweetheart, do you know which cave your family was taken from?
I saw one of Mama's maps once.
Okay, if we get a map of the area around here, you'd be able to point it out?
She tugs at her ear tiredly. Maybe?
All right. If you're doing a great job, we just need you to stay awake just a little bit more so we can plan out how to save your folks, all right?
Okay.
I'll just pull out a map and put it along the coffee table.
You pull out a map and she traces the city with her finger and then follows the river back towards the mountains, towards the edge, and says, "We followed this all the way there. And then it was on the left side, I think."
Hey, all right. Thank you. Turning to the rest of the party, just patting her gently on the back. Well, there you go.
The orcish woman looks down at the map. You had better leave in the morning. That will take you half the night to get there. And, no offense, but none of you look like you're in fighting condition. Looks over
don't?
at the two intoxicated members of your party.
She's not
That is fair.
wrong.
Would it behoove us to go over there and camp there for quick access once everybody has gotten more in fighting condition?
Traveling on the road inebriated at any capacity is dangerous.
Dangerous, but fun. The orcish woman smiles at you, Sulong.
Yeah. Depends on who you run into.
It is up to you. I will watch the little one.
Oh, good. We cannot leave her unchaperoned. But we will not engage in any activities while walking that will cause us harm. After all, moving or inebriated is quite dangerous.
This is true. I am simply worried that if we are concerned about timing for this mission, about getting there in time. But I leave this to you all. You are the ones that are feeling it more than I am.
Sulong looks over at Yuiza and Fisscourth. He's fine.
I made coffee.
Yes, they'll be very good. I can fetch our armor and supplies from our room, and then we can head on to the road as quickly as possible. Perhaps we could store the coffee into portable cups as well.
Or a thermos.
True.
A thermos?
I think.
Or a water skin.
I think it might be best to stay the night here, where we can get probably more information from her in the morning. And I have a bet I can fall into.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this one up for the night. So, see you in a few hours.
Very well then. The morning it is.
I
suppose
I'm gonna go to my bed, and she's gonna leave the warden's place.
Okay. You're heading to the Cozy Rosie?
Yeah.
All right. You can head off to the Cozy Rosie. As you arrive, it is winding down a little bit. You do see that the bards are still up playing. It's much more lackadaisical now. It seems everyone is just sitting around having a good time. And Artilles comes up and greets you, drink in hand. Hey,
Hi, I'm so sorry if I missed your set. There was
I mean, it's fine. It's not a big deal.
there was a child and her parents have been like attacked in a cave, and I definitely drank way too much, and I don't know what I am. And also, I found something in my bag that should not have been there, and there's a lot that's been happening.
Okay. That is concerning. Did someone put something in your bag? Where you found a kid? There was a kid? Why? You
Okay,
didn't pick on a kid, did you?
no, I would never. I'm offended that you would even ask me
Look,
that.
I didn't mean anything by. I'm just checking. Like, I don't know what your opinion is on children. So like, some
I
people just
think
don't like
it's
them and are
funny
just
sometimes when they fall down, but I would never push them over.
okay. Okay.
And
Can
if
I
they cry, I would help them. But anyway,
anyway. Okay. Well, and you hear a fluttering from the other side of the room as the bard Thald swoops over and hello, you're here. Oh, it was so exciting, so wonderful. Oh, it was so nice to meet you, but I must be getting the students back now. Yes, we had a wonderful time. We will see you again at the school, right?
me?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Yes. She's looking at our tillies. Am I? Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to go, but like
I
you
mean,
could.
I'd like. Yes.
Yes, you must. And the bat flutters his wings at you and lifts off the air about a foot in excitement. Yes, you must. We must hear you play, and we must understand what makes you bring joy to the world. Yes, we must.
We sure must. Yep. I'll definitely be there and play. Okay. But yes, I'll be there. I'll be there and play. Not tonight though. It's a little too late for that.
Oh, yes, it is quite late. Yes, they've lit all the gas lamps already.
Yes.
Do you need an escort home, my dear? Do you?
No, I am all right. I'm going to stay here a little bit, and if I need an escort home, Martilis is going to take me home.
Ah, yes, good. You're in good hands with Archiles. Students, come, quick. We must go at once. Otherwise we will not get the dirt under our pillow in time for the dirt men. Hurry, quick, we must go. And the teachers and the other students come over and say goodbye to Archiles, heading out. There's a Earth Genasi student with brightly colored fluorescent purple hair that seems to be pushed by an unfelt wind, who floats up a little bit and gives Artiles a high five on the way out. And let's see, let's show you. There's Maza. And the centaur bard that you met at the school is also there, Daisy. She's nervously shuffling back and forth as the students say their goodbyes, and she gets out all of like 4 words to say goodbye to you and Artiles, never taking her eyes off of him. And her cheeks turn bright red as she passes by you both.
Oh, she really likes you.
What? Daisy? Yeah. She grew up in my village. She's from Montford too.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has a crush on you.
What?
You're just like Fisscourth. No, you're like Arat.
I'm pretty sure I'm not bipedal, but
No, it's fine. I'm sorry. There's a lot, and the coffee's still settling. Is it okay if I stay here tonight?
Yeah.
Unless you like had other plans or you want to stay with someone else or alone or
No, I don't. I was hoping that you'd come by, but after our conversation earlier, I didn't know like if that was too much because I freaked you out earlier, quite obviously,
it's
and I didn't
not
want to do that again. So, I thought, if she shows up, then she'll show up, and then you didn't show up, but now you're here, and now you're asking me to
she's
stay.
gonna
So I
give
would
him a
really like it.
kiss.
He'll give you a kiss back. And as the two of you start to walk back, the door opens once again. You see a older halfling lady. Her gray and white hair is pulled back into a bun. She's wrapped up in a sweater despite the seasonably warm night, and a scarf, carrying a large walking stick and a pink and green handbag. And she comes in. Ah, Artilles, I'm so glad that I caught you. We need to talk about your fee. I'm raising it this year, and you can't stop me. And, who is this? Another bard? Oh, hello, dear. Do you need a room for the night? I can get my granddaughter to get you one.
No, I'm fine. I have somewhere to stay. Thank you.
Good. Artilles, come see me in the morning, please. And she shuffles with a slight limp to her walk as she walks to the back and begins conversing with the blonde halfling that's behind the bar. Come on, we should go before Great Grandma Rosie comes back and talks our ear off again.
Okay.
She'll forget that she talked to me in about 2 minutes. Okay, come on, let's go. And Artilles will usher you out the door. And as you look back, that is in fact the older Great Grandma Rosie. She looks a bit more wrinkled than her portrait that you saw hanging on the wall. But she's still alive and kicking.
I love her.
I do too. Is there any further conversation before you two call it an evening?
She is just going to tell him thank you for letting me stay. I really needed the company tonight.
I mean, you're always welcome here.
Well, I mean, yeah, but you know, I'm more of like, you tell me and then like then I'll know. And like I didn't know if I made you awkward after the conversation.
Yuiza, if you want to stay here, my room is your room. It's fine.
All right.
I enjoy the company.
Me too. She's gonna cuddle up to him. It's been a rough night.
It has for Yuiza. But as you two snuggle up and settle in for the evening, that is where we will call it, I believe, for the evening. And you all can go ahead and take your long rest. Mark it off on your sheets. You wake in the morning refreshed, ready to go. This morning, Artilles is up rather early, Yuiza, but he still brings you a light breakfast in bed. And I'm assuming that you mentioned you'd be heading out in the morning.
Yeah, she's probably up earlier as well because usually she'll
Mhm.
like sleep in. But she's up earlier to try and make it to the wardens before anything's decided, just to help with what she can. She'll have
Yeah.
breakfast with him.
He gets Junie to pack you a small pack to take with you. It contains essentially the equivalent of 2 days rations, just in case you or your friends need to split some food on the road.
Yeah, she definitely pillow talked about everything that happened that night.
Oh, for sure. But you are welcome after breakfast to go ahead and head back to catch up with the others. The rest of you waking up in the morning. Who's up first?
I don't think Fisscourth slept at all.
Sulong's up.
I think like we encounter each other, like Sulong is waking up fresh, like Sleeping Beauty moment. Fisscourth is like frantically pacing the halls, thinking about what happened with this kid and was girls' night really worth it? How much of the world has been doomed because of this? She's just going on and muttering.
All right. As you are waking up, Sulong, go ahead and add a player advantage to your tally. That is from Christina. Christina, thank you so much for donating. Everybody, we are currently at $160 towards our $5,000 goal. Reminder, once we hit $500, item rewards that you can gift to chat unlock. So if you ever wanted to give a level 6 player a legendary item, now's the time to figure out what happens when that goes down. But yes, Fisscourth, if you did not sleep, I will need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw. And I believe you still have advantages to use, so you can use those on this.
Oh boy. And I'm going to use my physical dice. I'm going to be a good little guy because the roller hates me.
Please use your physical dice. I beg you.
Okay, that is a 22.
22.
I think I'm good.
And your Constitution score is what?
My Constitution score is, let me double check, 19.
19?
Plus
All right.
4. Yes.
You rolled above a 19. You're good to go, girlfriend.
That's like the Power Girls night.
Nothing like the power of girls' night and anxiety. Yeah. Once you're all awake, Arat, are you sleeping in, waking up early?
I'm waking up at a normal time.
At a normal time.
Because nobody told me otherwise. So I'll just wake up, like, feel around, realize that, like, Fisscourth is not in the room. Nobody else is nearby. Go, oh, well, shit. And just get... I'll grab whatever clothes are nearby, because I'm wearing them. It's the exact same clothes as last night, so I'm still dressed like a nightclub vampire, as RJ put it last time. Grab my deck and just walk out towards the sound of people in the hall.
I need nightclub vampire Arat just on a t-shirt.
Blade's gonna show up at some point, I'm sure.
Right.
I'm currently wearing the look of said nightclub vampire Arat.
Amazing. I love it. But yes, you head down to breakfast with everyone else, and Erna is down there as well. Aojak, the orcish woman, is sitting across from her and making sure that she gets a good breakfast in her. There is a large spread of food in front of this halfling child as she is spooning oatmeal and bacon and some fresh fruit into her mouth.
Sulong just reaches over their head, grabs a bit of bacon, and walks away.
She won't protest. There's plenty of food there.
This is kind of neurotically in her little neurotic patter around the house. Just sees her go, make sure she's an insert. Are you drinking water today? You should drink water. Make sure you don't choke, please. Everything is going to be okay. You're going to be just fine. I promise you, we'll bring everything back.
Okay. Do you like bacon?
Her eyes get a little watery. I love bacon. Thank you very much, you generous little creature. She just...
There is a
eats it and
Sulong
weeps.
head that intercepts and walks away again. I too like bacon.
He's funny.
I'll follow the sounds
He
of these
is
voices.
very funny. Funny in the head.
Yuiza, around this time, you walk in to the wardens as well, I'll say. So you all can reconvene.
Good
Yeah,
morning.
just follow the sound of these voices. Morning.
How's the little one?
Healthy appetite, which is good. A good indicator of health.
Okay, that's good. We should talk to the head of the wardens here, so that if anything does happen, they know what's happening, and then the thing that happened with the void opening up doesn't happen again without them knowing.
You are
Yes.
planning to reopen the void?
No.
Oh no. No, we're not going to reopen the void. But like, you know how like we went in there without telling people because we didn't know, and we should have definitely told someone. So like, I think we should tell him. I mean, we told you technically, and I'm gonna assume you know because you're in this room and you're feeding the child. But we
Yes,
should-
and I helped save your asses as well. I
Yes.
remember.
Yes. Well, I believe Yuiza means that this way, if we go into the cave to try to find
oh
something,
right, you were there last
you
night.
all
I
know.
totally forgot.
You all know that we are trying to go into the cave.
Yes,
I will tell him.
perfect. Thank you. You are great. You're a beautiful, strong woman, and I like you. Um, we should get going. I have a few rations. We should probably get what we have left, put on our armor, and be prepared. I'm ready to be responsible for this one.
Yes, all of you, please eat and prepare yourselves.
Most certainly. I'm going to sit next to our new little charge and start reading over my spells because clearly we're going to need them. You know, she probably is also going to be reciting them to this sweet little baby, even though she's way too young to get it.
Absolutely. And she does give you a few more details. She remembers seeing two people burst into the building where she and her mom were, and they kept everyone inside. She said that one of the members of their party was very, very hurt, but most everyone seemed to be okay but scared as she left. And that as she snuck out the window, she saw a group of people taking her dad into the mouth of the cave.
Could you describe what they look like if you got any good look at them for my
Did
companions?
they have an eye patch, a beard, maybe?
Were they roughly 6 of them and gruesome?
Oh, give her a chance to answer.
Sorry.
There were a lot. They were taller than me. One of them smelled funny.
Define funny.
Like the skunky herbs. My great grandpa smokes them sometimes.
I see.
Weed. Gotcha.
That elf root.
Did any of them look unusual or outstanding? Something noticeable, different races, etc. Like dragons and kobolds and minotaurs, things of the sort.
I don't remember.
Okay,
That's all right.
That's fine. Getting all the information we can before we go in.
You are very brave.
I am.
Yeah. Not many people
Absolutely.
would do what you did, and you were brave enough to get people that can help you.
Brave people get apple juice during breakfast and thunk glass.
And she grabs the apple juice from you with 2 hands and gulps it down, along with the orange juice that was already there, and the tall glass of chocolate milk that Aojack had put in front of her.
Wait, no, that's way too much.
To all the liquids.
She's
Don't
gonna
mix
get the
juice and
runs.
milk.
Well, you know what? It's not going to be our problem because we're gonna go and help save your parents.
Absolutely.
Okay. And Aojack comes back with yet another plate of food to put down in front of this kid. Don't worry. I have 7 brothers and sisters. I will watch after this one. Later we will
Nice.
train.
Wonderful.
Nice.
I trust you.
Now, listen to our friend here. She will take good care of you.
Okay. She said I can have candy if I train later. I don't know what that means.
Candy
She's
or
going to
training?
teach you to be a warrior.
Oh, training. I know what candy is.
Okay, well, good.
She's going to teach you to be a warrior, but here's a little method that I learned. You should always aim for behind the kneecaps. We bipedal creatures very vulnerable there. You'll buckle like a flower in the summer.
Okay, buckle like a flower in the summer at the knees. Got it.
They'll teach you everything you need to know.
I'll give her a big lick on the head and give her a little cowlick in her hair.
Oh, gross.
Hold on, let me get that for you. And starts mussing with it before
She
standing up.
swats your hands away, Sulong, as her personal space gets intruded upon by 2 members of your party. Is there any preparations that the 4 of you are taking before you head out?
I think we were talking about like prepping our spells and getting our armor up and getting
Okay.
food together already. So
Excellent.
We give our boss the, hey, we're gonna step out real quick to go solve a kidnapping.
Yeah, you go looking for Rowan, and you don't see the leader of the guild hall there. It doesn't appear that he's in the building.
Ajax
But-
said that they would pass it along.
Cool. All right.
All right. Everyone heads out.
Yes, we'll head out.
Post haste.
Excellent. Who is leading the party along the river towards the caves?
Am I also familiar with that part of the area?
You would know
From-
that it's there, but
Okay,
I
then
don't think
anybody
that
else
you
can.
would necessarily have the knowledge of what it's been like for the last 40 years.
Just confirming.
Yeah.
Anybody else can then.
I was gonna say.
I was gonna
will,
say
'cause
Fisscourth. Oh, no, you go. I insist.
I had the map with the directions to it.
Okay. If you have any advantages still, go ahead and roll with advantage.
Should have at least
What
one.
if
or
I
two.
already roll with advantage on a survival check? I'll use it.
Then I guess you get advantage.
21.
21. Yes. Sulong, the river winds and the forest goes through several phases of getting thicker the further in towards the mountain range that you move. But after about half a day's journey, as Aojak said, you come upon a clearing. You find yourselves on the right side of the river. Looking through the trees and bushes, you're able to see a small clearing. There are 2 people with weapons pacing the river, looking in towards the mouth of the cave to the north of you. And you see a small cabin-like structure with a thatched hut. With a thatched
That's
roof,
where she
sorry.
must have been taken.
What do we see?
There's a cabin. I believe that's where the rest of our party is. And there's 2 men who are kind of pacing around at the edge looking at the cave where she said her father was taken with one of the men.
I see. Do we think that they are guarding the cave, or are they worried about going into the cave?
Can I do
Insight.
insight? Yeah.
You can roll insight.
Okay.
With advantage, I think, right?
Yeah, if you have advantage, roll with advantage.
I sure do. A 19.
A 19. Yuiza, as you watch these people, they don't move like your average escort. These people are moving like trained killers. You think that they're waiting for whoever went into that cave to come back out.
To like get them or like
No. They don't seem to be concerned. They're just waiting.
so they're definitely trained killers by the way that they're moving, very precise, very agile. And they just seem to be waiting, I believe, for whoever went in there to come back out.
I see. Would you all like for me to cause a distraction so that you can get the upper hand on this?
Should we, I'm assuming we want to trap and not kill? I mean, there's only we only really need the one of them, but you know.
I do not know these
Oh,
people,
yes.
so it's up to you.
If not, you know, if necessary, we do what we must. But we would want information from them, no?
Yes, we would. Very well. Then, I suppose try to go around not the most direct path, and I'm going to very slowly walk the straight line towards the river, and I'm just going to play up the fact that I'm a blind guy in the woods. I'm just wandering, get to the river. I'm trying to test how deep it is before I start crossing it, etc.
Okay.
Can I hide in this little tree
You can
spot?
attempt to hide.
I can.
Yes.
I will attempt to hide.
Yep, let's take some positions.
Go ahead and take your positions. Those of you who are trying to hide, roll stealth for me. If you have advantage, go ahead and use that. Zach, go ahead and roll performance as you attempt to just portray the blind man lost in the woods act.
All right, I still have one more advantage to use. And that comes out to a 17.
Okay, let me roll for both of them. All right, so one of them sees you.
Is the river shallow enough for me to cross? Because if it is, I am going to.
It is. Yep.
Okay. Then I'll be over here.
All right. And their insight check as well. All right. You hear some movement as one of them heads over towards you. Hey.
Hmm.
You need
Who's
to
that?
head back down the river.
I'm not quite which direction? I'm not quite sure.
Uh,
I was walking to the Panu Republic, and I went off the road at some point, and now I am here.
turn to your left a little bit.
Left, and
Stop
I'm
there.
going. Yeah, I'm turning the wrong way first, and then turning back the other way. It is up to everybody else when you decide to do anything. But I'm just going to keep this up.
Follow the river down that way, though.
Down until what?
Until you get to the city.
Oh, the
You got
river
about
runs through.
half a day.
Oh, it runs into the city.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm thinking I'll reach out like in their direction, but like not that like not as direct, very like floaty hand in their direction.
Have a good day,
And
sir.
if they let me I'll tap them on the shoulder.
They don't
Thank
let
you.
you touch them.
Okay, so I'll play that whole thing up still.
The three of you in the bushes watch as this person approaches Arat and moves with intention. They are not getting within arm's reach of Arat, and when Arat goes to reach for them, they take a deliberate step backwards. What would the three of you like to do?
Just gonna raise to the table here. I could transform into a swarm of bats, terrifying vampire bats, and they think like, oh, there's a bunch of bats coming from the cave. I could drive them towards the water. They'll be at disadvantage. Then we can get them.
Sounds fun.
Sweet! I just wanted to do that before doing shenanigans. So I will cast that little polymorph ability, and from my little branch, just burst into a cloud of albino vampire bats and begin to fly towards them menacingly.
I imagine I hear the bats, but I will not move until they literally run into me.
Yep, you do hear them. As you go screeching in, Fisscourth, you see the other person moving from the riverbank towards you, and you hear the drawing of a sword right in front of you. I will need everybody to roll initiative. Up first, we have Sulong.
Hello. Oh, Founder just restarted on me.
Okay.
Un momento, por favor.
We can wait. You're worth it.
Thank you.
Chat, how we doing tonight? We ready to see some more chaos rolls?
I'm scared.
Today, right now would be a great time for some chaos rolls, let me tell you.
Oh God, it would. That'd be amazing.
Listen to
Oh,
them,
yeah.
listen to them.
Give me the
Oh
chaos,
man, while
baby.
this is loaded, I'd be so chuffed if someone were to just start spamming chaos rolls while my VTT is loading.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh no.
I'll tell
I'm
you
in
what, how
one.
about we do something else fun a little bit early?
Okay.
Oh,
So, as many of you know, I did purchase a gift from Misty Mountain Gaming for our wonderful players here as a celebration of 1 year of rolling our dice together. So does everybody have the box that I sent them on hand?
uh-huh.
The box.
Yeah, I do. I got so excited, I bit it.
She really did. If you all could please go ahead and open your boxes and tell us what you find inside.
Bubble wrap.
Foam.
Bubble wrap.
Ooh, big bubble wrap.
So many things. I have.
Are these
I
candy
have-
stars?
I have
They're not
something.
candy.
Oh, this is
Okay,
heavy.
I was
Little-
immediately
Wonderful.
gonna-
I have glitter and
Ew.
glitter
I
and
have
glitter
a tube
and a
with
tube.
dice, and I think that's slime and glitter and beads and glitter. Did I
So-
put the glitter in my slime? Sorry.
So, for the purpose of this dungeon that you are obviously about to enter into, this is your first combat of the dungeon. For every combat that you successfully make it through in these rooms, this being the first one, you will be able to pull out 1 die out of the ooze that is housed within the container in your package. That die will count as double its face value for the remainder of this dungeon. Once you get down to the D20, you will have 3 gifted advantage rolls that you can use at any time during the campaign with that D20. Happy 1 year
That's a
anniversary,
lot.
everybody.
Really good.
I'm so excited.
I love you, Sarah.
I've never been this excited for a tube in my life.
I stabbed myself with the D4.
Well, don't take
Feed it
anything
back
out yet.
in. Don't take it out.
Well, I was trying to put the slime back in because it's stuck to the lid, and so I pushed it down and I hurt my thingy.
They are sharp as
It doesn't taste good.
resin. Don't quit. Everybody put them down. Quit licking your presents.
Don't know what to tell you.
RJ,
We have an oral fixation. I'm back.
Children.
RJ has your VTT loaded.
It has, and I am how many feet away from this guy? 30 feet. That water, difficult terrain.
No, it is shallow enough that you all can just splash right through it at this point. It's not currently the rainy season, so it's not very deep.
Okay. And we have said we do not care about these people, correct?
I left that up to you, all of you.
We want to keep at least one alive for
We
questioning.
don't care about them, but they've got information.
I'm gonna, from cover, dash up next to the bat swarm, drawing my dagger and saying, "Hello," stab.
Okay.
23 to hit.
That definitely hits.
I'll be doing 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And I will be using my bonus action to immediately grapple them. 25 for the athletics check to grapple.
And I have to roll a...
Contested athletics or acrobatics check, DC 25.
Man, it'd be really great if someone gifted me some advantages. That
You have a
is
table
a-
advantage.
I already used it.
Okay.
You do.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, because they
Uh,
had to roll.
Yeah, that's the only reason that the orcish woman woke up, by the way.
Oh, thank you, chat.
Yeah, thank you, chat, for getting the ally out of their drunken stupor. That does not meet. They rolled a 6.
Dagger inside, hands above their head, getting just throttled around in a swarm of bats. That's my turn.
Fantastic. Up next, we have Fisscourth.
When your mind is split into so many little bats, it's just one little word thoughts. And right now, it's go to the water. So I'm going to swarm around. Actually, here, I'm going to head to the one that isn't engaged. This little buzzing swarm.
Okay. Do you have
And
anything
use
that protects
bite
you
on him.
from... Oh, no, wait, they're grappled. Never mind, they can't swing at you.
Yeah, he's getting WrestleMania'd right now.
They can at disadvantage.
Oh, they can? Okay.
Yes.
Do you have anything that protects you from opportunity attacks?
No,
Okay. Does a 14 hit you?
it does not.
Okay. Fantastic. You are safe.
No, wait, it meets. It just meets.
It meets? Okay. Then you will
Oh,
take...
no, wait, never mind. It just meets. Ah.
You will take 3 points of slashing damage from their scimitar as they lash out at you.
I'm still standing, even though I'm missing 3 brain cells.
That's okay. Swinging out at the bandit that you're in front of, you're biting them?
You know it.
All right, roll to hit.
Does a 17 hit?
A 17 definitely hits.
Yippee! Now let's roll for damage. 4 damage.
Fantastic. Anything else for your turn?
Nope, that'll be it. I am just harassing this man towards the water.
I love it. One of their friends comes out to play,
Oh boy.
opening the door and heading out of the cabin. Arat, you hear another bandit come out. They are going to take a shot at you, Sulo.
Coolio.
They load their crossbow and they get a natural 20. So that will be 9 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
Up next is the bandit behind you, Fisscourth. They have a scimitar in their hands and they swing up at you.
That's rude.
Yeah, I know. Does a 21 hit you?
Yeah, I guess.
You'll be taking 3 points of slashing damage.
There goes the rest of the brain cells. I'm down to 1.
That will be their turn. Arat, you are up next.
Okay, I want to move. Oh, I still have the ruler up. I want to move 10, 20. Like I'm trying to get away from everything.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell that there's 3 people.
You can.
Can I tell if there are? Can I tell, or is there a roll I can make to tell if there are any more people in this
How
area?
far out does your tremor sense go?
80 feet. Because it's just tremor.
You can sense that there are 4 more people moving about within the cabin.
4 more people in the cabin?
You can? Yep.
Okay, so is that a total of 6 or a total of 7 people?
That is 7 people total.
Okay, cool. Above table, RJ, how cool are you with something weird happening that could potentially lower your HP if you hold on to this person?
Is it elemental damage?
No.
I'm a barbarian. I don't care.
Okay. So Walker just starts to sense all these people that I'm going to just, from my fate hand, call a card into my hand. And it is the Fiend. So all of those people that you just mentioned, because this works up to 12 people, all of them need to make a dexterity saving throw, at a DC of 16.
That one rolls the one RJ's holding is rolling a 19, and the last
Okay.
one by Fisscourth rolls a 16.
Okay, so they met that one. They met that then.
Okay.
That's a shame. It would have impacted them the most, but that's okay. So the card dissolves in my hand, and anybody who failed the DC is unable to grab onto anything as they lose footing as gravity just vanishes from underneath them, and they're all going to float upwards. It says up to 40 feet. I don't know how tall the inside of that room is, but they're going to hit
8
the ceiling.
feet.
All right, 8 feet.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
Yeah.
small place. Okay.
Yep.
Then they're just gonna float up and not be able to do anything until the end of my next turn, or they can I guess they could shoot or whatnot, but they can't really move through the air. They're just gonna be floating.
Okay. You hear a few shrill screams coming from inside, and a scream that sounds more like a groan of pain from inside the building. Is that all for your turn?
I'll walk right up in front of that area.
Okay. You are
I-
standing on the wall.
Okay. Oh, I'm at the wall? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Then
The
Then
door
I grab
is to the south.
okay, then I'm gonna use the remainder of my movement in that direction then.
Okay. You pass near one of the bandits outside, currently floating 20 feet
40.
in the air. Or 40 feet.
Yeah. The one outside is gonna float up
Mhm.
40. The other ones are gonna hit the ceiling.
Okay. Up next, we have one of the bandits inside, and they can't really do much. They're going to move across the ceiling towards the door as best they can.
I guess I could just do that, yeah.
Up next, we have Yuiza.
I'm going to do my Eldritch Blast,
Okay.
and I get 2 rays. It's going to be 1 for each of the bandits. 20, non-natural.
Okay, which one are you trying to hit?
That's going to be the one that is in front of Fisscourth.
In front of Fisscourth, that does hit.
Okay. 12 points of damage.
Okay.
And
That bandit falls to the ground.
and then I'm gonna hit the one that was fighting with Sulong. I was gonna say Yuiza.
Okay.
24.
That hits.
7.
The bandit goes limp in Sulong's arms.
I had that.
Just a bunch of
Sunny.
congratulatory squeaks. Just
She's gonna move. Take her movement. And go all the way. Oh, that's a ruler. All the way here, 30 feet. I'm sorry. Oh, that's okay.
So Sulong, you're up next. One of the bandits is floating 40 feet up in the air, near the entrance to the building. You heard some screams and some groans of pain from inside.
Sulong is just going to let the bandit drop to the floor, look over to you. He's like, really?
I was trying to help.
I know, it's appreciated, but I had that one handled. The one over there floating in the air was a free target.
I
He
can't
says
reach.
as he
Go hit that one and stop berating me.
starts walking over. I'm going to use an interact object action to pick up the hand axe that's on the stump and use
Mhm.
my regular action to throw it at the bandit that's 40 feet into the air.
Okay, roll to hit.
18 hit.
It hits.
9 points of slashing damage. Yuiza sees that Sulong is starting to pick up stones and sticks from the ground.
Oh, okay.
I can't reach him. He's all the way up there.
Up next, Fisscourth.
the swarm is going to begin to rapidly move over as quickly as it can. And it's just going to be right next to Arat.
Hang on, can you perch on my coat and and just move when I walk? Is that a thing for the swarm?
Yeah, absolutely. Because it's treating me as a bunch of small, evil-aligned creatures as, quote, the stat block. So you go, yes, Arat is covered in a swarm of albino vampire bats as
I'll allow it.
they're all heavily breathing.
Ease up. Just like pet.
Just a million little kisses.
All right. Anything else for your turn?
Yep, that'll be it.
Okay. Up next is the bandit that's in the air. He is going to pull out his crossbow from his back as he struggles up there. And aim a shot at you, Arat. Does an 18 hit?
It does. I was going to say I leave it up to you if there's disadvantage just free floating in the air or not, but an 18 hits.
An 18 hits? That'll be 9 points piercing damage.
Okie dokie.
He rolled max.
Cool. He's still floating.
Let's see, that bandit's dead. So next it is your turn.
Okay. I am going to walk all the way, just straight line all the way to the door. The door's there. And I'm going to walk. Oh, is the door closed?
It's not letting me move you. If you move one square over to the left. There you go.
Okay. So I'm just going to go in. And I was wanting to get a sense of who, I'm listening for the sound of pain. I'm trying to see if I can get a better sense of who is in here.
Roll perception for me.
Okie dokie. I think I've got one final advantage. Actually, no, I don't. But that's a nat 20 on the first roll anyway.
Fantastic. You hear the clank of metal up above your head towards the ceiling, about 8 feet from you. And from the other side of the room, you hear a groan of pain, and you hear the hushed and muffled, frantic whispers of 2 feminine voices.
I'm gonna call out and say, "Are you two being kept by these people?"
Yes, you're not here for our money too, are you? There's no treasure in the cave.
Oh no, I believe we might be here to help you. And I'm going to, I guess, use my action to dash and put myself like just between everybody. This is going to sting just a little bit. Ending my turn. Everybody falls. They're all going to fall. Everybody's going to everybody inside is going to take 4 bludgeoning damage. I'm pretty sure the guy outside just flat dies if the other ones died so fast, because he's about to take 18 bludgeoning damage. It's 1d6 per 10 feet. Or 10-ish feet.
Just a collective ooh when he lands on the ground from everyone outside, like, ooh.
Thank you, boy. Cover your eyes.
Everyone falls and takes the fall damage that you specified, both inside and outside. As all of you are outside, you watch the person floating 40 feet up in the air fall and crash to the ground. There is a sickening splat as they expire. The person floating near the door lands in a heap near it, Arat. And you hear a small oof from the 2 feminine voices to your left. And a groan as the person to your right falls heavily onto the bed and ceases to move.
Fisscourth, if you wouldn't mind helping this man the moment you get the chance. Just tap on the back.
Yes. I just did that a little. Yes.
Is that your turn?
I'm seeing if I have a bonus action I can do that's not just shoving people. It isn't, so that's my turn.
Okay. The person near the door opens it and runs out. They run out and turn their weapon to the first person they see, which will be you, Sulong. Does a 14 hit?
It does not.
Okay. That will be their turn. Up next, Yuiza.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the hit.
Okay, can I ask, like, do we want to keep this man alive?
Yuiza wouldn't know that they're the last one, so that is going to be up to you.
That's true.
Yep, I didn't get a chance to yell it.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna move my 30 feet. It's just gonna go over the dead body, like, ooh, sorry, excuse me, I have to go. Okay, I have to go through. And she is going to Eldritch Blast this man, because that's what I would do. There's a 12 hit.
Meets a beats.
8.
The person that has run out gets hit with your beam and falls limp to the ground.
She just shoots the extra one up in the sky. I'm still trying to learn how to control this. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. There's probably more.
And with that, you are all out of combat. You can go ahead and fish out the first die that is in your jar. And while you do that, everyone in chat, we are going to be going on to a 10-minute break to stretch our legs, get some water, take care of our needs, play with our goo and our tubes, and we will be back shortly. So don't go nowhere unless it's to grab a drink, grab a friend, or go to hypegoblin.com to look up charity events like this and others like it on the channel this month. And we will see you all shortly. Everybody wave. Bye-bye.
I got the goop.
with that, would you all like to go back to the game?
Yes, I just murdered 3 people. Whoops.
Self-defense.
Yeah.
Sure, none of them have really attacked me, but my friends were in danger anyway.
I killed the guy.
You did.
I killed 3.
You did. Yuiza killed multiple. So combat has just ended with Yuiza firing the last shot up into the air. And the people in the cabin with you, Arat and Fisscourth, have fallen back onto the beds. The furbolg gentleman off in the corner, he has blue furry skin and soft ears, brownish red hair that's graying around the temples and his widow's peak. Doesn't appear to be breathing. The 2 people sitting on the bed, one is a dwarven woman with dark, thick hair pulled back into a kind of mohawk style braid. They have a patch of vitiligo that is clearly visible peeking up from their beard, coming up towards the eye on the side of their face. Their beard is closely cropped, but still full, and there are a few small decorations in it. And you see a woman with caramely tanned skin. She has a light smattering of freckles across her cheeks and brown hair that reaches down to about her shoulders. She's a halfling woman. And as you all enter into the building, there's no denying the resemblance. This woman has the same eyes as the little halfling girl that you saved.
In my most vampire action to date, I'm just going to open my arms, like let Fisscourth fly off me and say, Fisscourth, could you please attend to the injured gentleman?
Just a dozen tiny little voices going, yes, yes, we shall indeed. And a little swarm of vampire bats will fly over to him and cast Spare the Dying.
Okay.
Are you 2 all right?
The halfling woman adjusts her glasses and sits up on the bed. I think so. I'm sorry. Who are you?
We found your daughter. I would assume she's your daughter. She looks quite exactly kind of like you.
Erna's okay.
Yes, she's all right. She is currently staying with the wardens in the Pan Republic. We found her last night. She told us you all were here.
Good. Yes, I'm her mother.
Are you hurt? Are you that gentleman is being taken care of by my many-batted friend?
No, I'm fine. Boral took the brunt of it. He put himself between the door and us initially. How many hit points does he get back at Fisscourth?
Okay, let me double check with Spare the Dying. I believe it should just take him back
He
to
just
like 1 hit
stabilizes,
point.
yeah.
One? Okay.
Yeah, he stabilizes. And he's going to
Fantastic.
wake up to a horrifying sight. Just ready. hello, welcome back.
All right. Let me stabilize him. Okay.
During this time, Sulong has been dragging bodies all into one spot so that he can hide them in the brush somewhere in case people come back.
Make sure to loot them. They might have information.
On it.
But the halfling woman introduces herself to you as Advarna. And the furbolg gentleman that she mentioned does slowly begin to come around. His name's Boral. And the other woman, the dwarven woman with the long braided hair, is named Michaelin.
Okay. Everyone's all right except Mr. Boral over there.
Fisscourth is just going to like big batify herself and just say, oh, well, he's going to need rest. He should be stable. I could provide give me just a second. She starts searching around in her fur, pulling out the potion that was so generously donated to us, and just gives him a questioning look as she goes to uncork it. Might I?
He's not fully awake, so you could probably administer that to him if you wish.
I'm a doctor. I'm allowed to do this. I'll just open his lip with a claw. Gook, gook, gook.
Go ahead and roll that health potion. Let me know how much he gets back. But McKaylin does turn to you, Yuiza. Yeah, we're all right.
Can you tell us what happened exactly?
Well, we were settling down for the night. Erna was being put to bed, and the pack of them surrounded our camp.
And Erna said that her father was in the cave?
Yeah, they took Crassus into the cave with them. They didn't believe us that we hadn't found any treasure here or anything.
Okay.
I see.
All right. Is there supposed to be treasure in the cave?
And Advarna adjusts her glasses again and speaks up. No, well, we don't think there is. We think it's a religious site. It has some similar markings to another site that we studied in the desert not too long ago. Some sort of civilization that we've been trying to piece together. Seems like very, very old. Probably
Oh.
first eon old.
Oh. So you guys are like professionals.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. Well, we could get your husband, partner, co-parent back.
Husband.
Husband. Okay, didn't want to assume. Sometimes people just co-parent peacefully. Um, but is everyone? If we can, is Boros stabilized? Everyone?
I used my fancy schmancy dice to roll for that, so he gained back 18 hit points. He's doing just fine.
Oh man.
Oh man, he's doing great. Let me give him back those hit points. Here we go. And Fisscourth, as you administer this health potion, his breathing does become much more steady. And there's a warm flush that comes back to his cheeks as he begins to rouse. But Advarna says to you, are you sure that you're okay going in there? We hadn't gotten past the door to get in yet.
We are wardens. This is what we do.
Okay. Well, be careful. We encountered a news, so we were
What?
going
A
to
what?
send for supply. Oh, a news? I thought it was a puddle at first when I stepped in it.
Oh, an ooze.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, accents are a little. Your accent's a little thick, you know. Um.
Okay.
uh, um. Okay, so can you tell us a little bit of what we might or what you theorize? That's a big word for Amo. Might be inside.
Yes, you said this might be a religious site?
The last one that we encountered was. We're not really sure what's beyond the door, just that some of the carvings look similar. So we were
Fisscourth
called in.
perks up.
To which god or goddess?
We don't know.
Have no fear. Not only am I a healer, but I do happen to be a learned scholar. I will identify this god for you, and we shall return your husband to you. Very well.
Okay. We do have we have this. This is one of the sketches that was similar to the one that we found at the previous temple. And they pass over a parchment, and it is a relief impression of a large snake that is eating its tail.
I'll run my hand over it before I hand it over to the others.
Mm-hmm.
May I roll religion on it at the end?
You may. And while you're doing that, we have been rewarded table advantage.
Woo!
And so that means advantage for all of us, including me, on our next rolls, as well as player advantage to Abby It is for Abby or to be used against Abby. Either is fine.
Well, I'm just gonna use that right now. Don't mind me.
And that is from Rara.
Thank you, Rara. All right, that's a 14, and then that's a 19 for religion, so a total of 21.
21. It's not in any pantheon that you have studied thus far, Fisscourth. This is something old and ancient, but it bears similar iconography to some rumored dead deities that you had heard of. Things that existed once in a time long forgotten. Things that possibly slumber, not yet awoken in this age.
Fisscourth's very excited. Oh, I know what I'm talking about. Face turns to something rather solemn. Well, it is potentially religious, but it's very old. Very, 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 very old. Doubt we even know this particular god's name anymore. But in the nature of discovery, we will go forth and discover it, and of course, rescue your beloved.
Thank you. I wish I could send you in with more supplies, but they took those with them.
We will take whatever they had outside and go in with those.
With comedic timing, Sulong wheels around the corner with a bundle of bandit gear.
Okay, let me pull up the gear that they had.
Someone talk about supplies?
Off of all 4 of them, you get a scimitar and a crossbow. And you gather about 20 gold in total off of them.
5 gold to everyone.
Buy yourself an ice cream, kid.
Maybe it's best if y'all take the weapons for your trip back to the Panu Republic,
Yeah.
to the bystanders.
Oh, I don't know how to use those. I'll
As
take
long
one.
as you look intimidating.
Michaelan speaks up, saying that they'll take one of the crossbows from you.
And actually, Arat reaches over, feeling around the bundle, and palms a crossbow and picks it up and just takes it. I only have so many cards.
Are you sure about that?
He immediately cocks it, like checks it and resets it. I have a proficiency in crossbows.
You just have to point him at it. It's fine.
The proficiency isn't what I'm worried about.
Let me just roll a composure check real quick, because wow.
Sulong, did you forget that I beat you in darts and knives?
Oh, and yeah, he also won like the dagger throwing contest thingy. Remember way back
And a
when?
spicy pepper eating challenge.
Yeah.
No, all the way back in.
I know.
Yeah. I don't think I
and
was
of course
there
that.
for the dagger throwing challenge, but
That's true. I think you
yeah.
were with Nizmat.
I mean, all right.
It's just a regular light crossbow, DM.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, all I'm saying is we're going into a cave. You might want something a little bit more close quarters.
You can hit someone over the head with a crossbow. I have done it many a time.
That is true. You just kind of use it as a blunt object.
Exactly. Be creative.
Adapt, overcome.
I had a friend at school. He did a little bit of enchanting of his own, and he made himself a crossbow of returning. Now, one would think that it would return the bolts to the delivery device, but no. He would throw the crossbow, and the crossbow would return to him.
I suppose that's one way to do it.
You know, at least he will never lose the crossbow.
He made a very complicated boomerang.
Yeah, he should have enchanted the bolts, if I'm honest.
Are you all going to be safe returning back to the city? Do you know your way back?
Michaelan answers back, yeah, I think we'll be okay. Once Sporl is able to walk, we should be able to make it.
Good. Yes. You know where the warden's house is to retrieve your daughter?
Probably ask around.
Yeah. I know where it is. Thanks.
Okay.
Can I insight check Michaelan?
Go ahead.
Yeah, she's a little.
Actually, yeah,
A little
I would like to
sus.
as well. I was
All
gonna
right.
ask about that
If you
earlier.
have advantages, roll that with advantage.
Oh, thank God for that. 18. The original roll was 4.
I rolled a 10 for a 21.
She seems tired, but okay.
She's hiding secrets in that beard.
All right. Would you want some rations for your way back?
I should be able to hunt up anything that we need. It's only what,
All right.
half a day?
Okay.
Half a day.
Half a day. So once you get there, if you don't know where it is, you can ask around, and someone can point you to the warden's headquarters. That's where Yerna would be.
I know where it is.
Oh,
Thank you.
okay.
Okay, Ron Swanson. I know more than you.
Where's okay. Well, we're gonna go that way. You guys can go your way. It's nice to meet you. I'm
Using Call of
really
Thunder.
Huh?
Never mind.
We will leave your husband here at the house. Should we, once we retrieve him. I imagine he'll be back by then.
Okay.
We'll travel safely.
Thanks.
Your daughter's lovely, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, she's really great, isn't she? Apple in my eye.
She did have a lot of apple juice this morning. And orange juice and chocolate milk and bacon and eggs and oatmeal
And candy.
and candy. She's
She'll be
currently
fine.
training, I'm sure.
Yes, what every mother wants to hear. We gave your child candy and a knife.
It'll be a very important lesson.
Yeah.
There is a brief cutscene for viewers of Irna and Aojak in the training ring. Aojak has fashioned like those like sock 'em bopper toys
Gloves,
from the
yeah.
90s, has fashioned a set of those and is playfully boxing with the little halfling girl, and falling dramatically to the ground as she is beaten.
Adorable.
Yeah. But shifting back to you all, the folks begin slowly packing up. It's going to take Boral an hour or two still to be ready to travel. But they begin making preparations.
Does anybody need to rest before we go in? Or are we ready to go in?
I
I'm a bit.
What?
I was going to say I was a bit wounded in combat, but I should be fine. I suspect we'll have something to munch on once we get in.
Sulong's gonna dig in his inventory and pass Fis a potion of healing. It's a 1d4 plus 4 that you roll yourself.
I would like to do something afterwards.
Okay.
All right, I'll roll for that using my special dice. It's hurting me as I'm picking it up. Ow!
Remember, you get double.
Hey,
Yeah.
did we get double the entire time?
Yeah, I
with it?
double.
You do. Anything you roll with that die gets double the face value.
All right, that's 3, so that's 6.
Plus 4,
And
7.
that's
or
2d6. Yeah, plus 4, so
10, sorry, 10.
10. You're gay. Happy Pride.
I'm playing with slime, leave me alone.
And then 4, that's 8, so 18 total. Yippee!
Jesus.
So cute to see you guys excited over this. It just means I get to hit you harder.
I've never had. Oh, I was like, I didn't know.
Happy Pride.
I would like to dig into my bag of holding
Okay.
and use something that I've been wanting to use, but I keep forgetting. I want to use Nana's cookie tin that I have. So I have a 50-50 chance of there being cookies or sewing supplies inside. I have a 50-50 chance of there being cookies or sewing supplies inside. As an action, roll a d6. On an even number, there's cookies inside equal to the number rolled. On an odd number, there's a full sewing kit. Eating a cookie on a short rest gives you the benefit of 1 regular health potion.
Roll your d6 to see how many cookies are in there.
There's 2 cookies.
Okay. So there's a cookie for you or a cookie for someone else.
I'm going to pull out the little tin. It's like cookies, and there's just 2 perfectly shaped little butter cookies. It's like, oh yes. Do you want a cookie, Fisscourth? How do you feel? I think these cookies are gonna make you feel better.
Oh, I'm feeling quite hearty after I've consumed this potion, but I suppose I could go for a cookie, and she'll grab one with her little thumb. Oh, it's the sugar cookie, and she'll start nibbling.
Does anyone want a cookie? Too long.
I can't taste it, but if it has healing properties, I probably should.
It does have healing properties.
Oh, very well then. And I'll take that, and it's just one health potion. Is it?
It gives you the effect of a health potion.
Mm-hmm. So a basic health potion.
Are we rolling for this as well, or
You
is
would
it
roll for
just
this, yes.
Okay, cool. I'll use the double one. 12 total, so I'm back to full.
Fantastic. Anything else on your short rest that you want to do?
No, I just did some Eldritch Blast. I am looking great.
Sulong is gonna just find some dead leaves and stuff and just cover the bandit bodies in them just so that they're a little bit more hidden.
Sounds good. As you are all doing this in the cabin, you hear some splashing in the water as Precious Stinky Boy begins trying to cross to get to you all.
Have no need. You will catch your death if you get wet and go into a cave. I will fetch the wretched creature, and Fisscourth will swoop over elegantly to snatch him up in her claws and take him back.
I think she's starting to like Precious Stinky Boy.
I believe
Never! You will catch hypothermia!
As
he has grown on her.
Precious Stinky Boy is lifted up into the air by Fisscourth, Yuiza, can you roll me his wisdom saving throw?
Sure can.
For those who may be joining us for the first time, Precious Stinky Boy is a musketeer using the stat block from the 5e supplement, Tome of Beasts 3 from Kobold Press, and is currently the party pet. If you've never seen a musketeer, I recommend looking them up. They're cute little creatures.
Stinky Boy's nerves are made out of steel. That's a natural 20 for 22.
Okay, fantastic. Definitely passes. So Stinky Boy does not let his musk loose, poisoning Fisscourth. And you are able to make it over safely with him.
Thank you so much.
I land in front of the cabin. Here he is. Take him. He was well behaved.
Of course he is. He's precious. I think he's I think he really likes you, is all I'm saying.
Just gonna throw a disgusted look in his face, like the dad that like we're not bringing it home, but we're keeping it. Well, I suppose there's only one way in, and that is into the cave. I suggest I lead us? I do have the most experience with spelunking, I've learned is the surface term.
That is true. We also have a boat over here that we can use to go to the cave. But yeah.
As you look into the cave mouth expands over a fairly sizable lake that goes under the base of the mountain. Outside of the cabin, as you look around and survey the area, the raiders they made the archaeological camp their own. You see some trash strewn about outside, some trash strewn near the second boat that is sitting there. But you do find the oars nearby to that boat, should you choose to take it.
I don't know how to use a boat.
This just holds the paddle both her claws just very unsteadily and uses the wrong end to stick into the ground.
No.
Clearly, this is how we push off, yes?
Yeah, you know what? Everyone just Load up. I got it handled.
Yes.
You do have 4 arms. That's pretty cool. We can roast
God, we always
twice
forget.
as fast.
He has 4 arms.
It's because we haven't done a group hug in a while.
Yeah.
Oh wait, one
You
second.
could fix
You
that
can
right
go with your
now.
girly pop.
Guess we'll sit up front and just have her little ears like be our sonar.
Fantastic. Sulong, go ahead and roll me survival to see how well you pilot this boat.
Yes, chef. A dirty 20.
Fantastic. You do just fine. It must be the extra R's. But as you row into the cave is cool and dark. There's a dampness in the air that seems to cling to every surface. As you row further and further in, mushrooms can be seen growing on the bank as you approach. It's an area just large enough to fit 2 or 3 small boats. One small boat already sits on the shore overturned with its oars nearby. Water with an oily sheen pools near rocks and close to the walls. 20 feet in from the shoreline, a large ornate stone door sits regally, forgotten to time. Its carvings are partially obscured by cave moss.
That's
Yes,
Is the door
ominous.
open?
It's not open.
Okay.
Do any of the mushrooms look like interesting enough to like be like, oh my god, I could bring this back to our Tillies who likes mushrooms just like me?
Some of them are interesting. They have a bioluminescent quality to them, especially the ones near the door. They have a faint glow that they give off in the darkness.
Can I put some in a little bag to show him later?
Roll survival for me and see how good you can harvest the mushrooms.
I'm totally doing something normal, guys.
Absolutely.
Ugh. Natural 20.
Yeah, you are able to scrape a few off into a bag. They slowly lose their bioluminescent quality as you remove them from their home. But you are able to get, we'll say, about 15 of them into a bag.
And you just hear her like grandma. She's like, oh, he's going to love these. It's gonna be great. So we're here.
We're queer. Get used to it.
Yeah. High five.
So, I have moved you over to the map.
Okay, they said they were stuck by a door. I'm assuming that's the door over here. Just going to point. Ooh.
Just having flashbacks to the first door I ever encountered on the surface and how it smashed into me ferociously. This is just gonna keep her distance and look. And they said they were having trouble with the lock mechanism. Was that it?
I don't know.
Yuiza, you like picking around in those.
If they are not here, I assume they made it in somehow.
Mm-hmm. Do you want me to look at the door? I could probably lockpick it or like, I don't know, hit it really hard.
If we got a couple of minutes, there's something I want to try.
We got a what?
Oh, certainly.
If we have a couple of minutes, there's something I want to try.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Sulang was going to pull some chalk from his backpack and take a knee a few paces away from the door. You see him start to write something in Zarin on the ground, and I will ritually cast Detect Magic.
You cast Detect Magic at the door. No magic.
I have to say, if they are not here and the door is still closed, I am concerned that should we find our way in, we are going to be shut inside as well. As a warning.
Well, we don't know if it's closed. We haven't tried the door yet.
And the door isn't magical. At least I don't think it is. Fairly certain.
Yes, but it could have mechanisms. It's a classic, what was that story called? Dead Money? It locks behind you because of your greed. We should be careful, or at least find something to wedge in between.
Yes, that is more of what I meant, is that if it is unlocked, I doubt they would take the time to reclose such a very large door behind them of their own accord.
All right.
Too long does a 22 hit you?
Only just.
Pardon?
You will be taking, let's see, 3 points bludgeoning, 4 points acid damage. As a creature makes its presence known as you are kneeling down, casting Detect Magic, one of the pools of water near you flings out a pseudopod to hit at you.
I'm going to use Absorb Elements to absorb half that acid damage.
Please do.
You hear a cry of pain and a sizzling.
Ooh.
And I will need everyone to roll initiative. First up in combat, Yuiza, you just saw what appeared to be one of these oily, sheeny puddles on the ground, like the water that you just came through. Reach up and smack at Sulong with a pseudopod, landing a hit. What do you do next?
I promise I'm just trying to help. Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
I'm gonna assume an 11 doesn't hit.
An 11 does hit.
4? But... Oh, no, yeah, that's 4. Because I rolled a 1.
Go ahead and roll that second one.
Natural 20.
Wonderful. Give me that crit
26.
damage.
15.
Any bonus actions?
Ooh, I'm going to just move over here.
As you move in that direction,
Uh-huh.
does a 25 hit you?
Sure does.
As you go past another one
There's so
within
many.
its range, you will be taking... Oh, apparently it critted on that.
Oh, nice.
You will be taking 11 bludgeoning and 14 acid damage.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Would you like another?
No.
All right. Up next, Sulong.
Hello, everyone. There is a slime in front of me, and I will stab it with my magical dagger.
Okay.
It'd be such a good time to have fire right now. Let's just raise that ceiling.
Does a 12 hit?
A 12 does hit.
Okay, I'm going to roll my dice.
Please do.
That is a 4, so that's 8 plus 4 is 12 points of magical piercing damage, and if it does take acid damage, an additional 1.
Okay. What does it look like when you obliterate this ooze?
You see Sulong stomp in the middle of it, and there is like what looks like a gelatinous organ that's left behind, and Sulong just stabs into it before pulling it out.
Fantastic. Anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna move in front of this Slimer over here and get in between them and Yuiza, and that'd be it.
Okay. As you do, roll me perception.
Gosh, dang, darn it.
You know, as a lifelong spelunker, you learn to look at the ceilings, for the ceilings have eyes.
23. I play Curse of Strahd. I always looked up.
23, as you move over to put yourself between this ooze and Yuiza, your foot knocks against a small bottle full of purple liquid.
May I use my interact with item action to just quickly scoop that up and put that on my tool belt?
Absolutely.
Yep. That's it.
Alrighty. Up next, we have Fisscourth.
GM, I know you told me I should be offensive, but my cleric instincts, I just saw the rogue take a whole lot of punishment. But let's be preventative. I'm going to bring out Spiritual Weapon and blast the slime that is currently attacking Stu Or rather, the one that Sulong just moved to.
Okay.
Does a 23 hit?
A 23 does hit.
Yippee! Now let me do damage. That slime's gonna take 6 damage as I sum it up like a little bat head, and it opens its jaw and BAM! Blast it with a laser.
I love that for you. Anything else for your turn?
Gonna flutter over there. Actually, no. Instead of fluttering, let's be smart. I'm gonna look up at the ceiling.
You're looking up at the ceiling. Roll me investigation.
Can do it, and I just got an advantage, so I'm gonna use it.
Okay.
Alright, 11. 19. So we'll take that plus 3. That is 22.
Looks like a moist cave ceiling, Fisscourth.
Alright, no more slimy guys. Unless they're camouflaged. But that'll be my turn.
Okay. Unfortunately for you, they are camouflaged.
They're in the walls. They're in the walls.
A tentacle whips out from underneath the overturned boat next to you. Does a 19 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay. My sweet little bat, you will be taking 7 points bludgeoning and 6 points acid damage.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry you don't like it. I like it a lot. Up next is the one by Sulong. And it will whip out a pseudopod at you, Sulong. Does a 15 hit?
It does not.
Okay. All right. Then you miss out on another 14 points of damage with that one, and that will be its turn.
No thanks.
Arat, you're up.
Learning what's happening, can I just put my hand on the ground and try to see if my tremor sense can pick up on any other movement in this area?
Sure.
Is this a perception or investigation?
Let's say this is this would be, since it's active, it would be investigation.
Okay. Is that's only a 13.
Yeah, it doesn't seem that there's any more. Just these two here in front of you.
Okay, well then, hearing it behind me, I'll point my hand back and I'm going to shoot a ray of frost at the one that's attacking Fisscourth.
Okay.
Does a 19 hit?
A 19 does hit.
Okay. 11 cold damage.
Fantastic. Anything else?
I'm getting the sense that these things are just popping up. So I'm going to actually use my movement to move, if I can, all the way to the door.
I would love for you to do that. Please do it.
I'm doing it. And yeah, I'm gonna move all the way to the door. I don't have any. You know what? Screw it. Can I use my bonus action for telekinetic shove on the door?
Go ahead.
I don't know. Well, I guess the door would have to make a saving throw. Arguably, it'd be a saving throw of 16 strength. I don't know what that winds up being for a door.
You would have to try to shove against it. This is a thick stone door.
Okay, then my telekinetic shove wouldn't work because there's no roll for me. It's only a saving throw for it.
Okay.
All right, so then not doing anything else then.
Alrighty. That brings us back to the top of the round. Let's see. And before your turn, Yuiza. Sulong, I will need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
7.
You are under the effect of the charm spell, and you are overcome with the urge to drink the bottle that you just picked up.
Cool.
Yuiza, what would you like to do with your turn?
I don't know that anything's wrong with Sulong.
No, you don't.
So I'm gonna do my little Eldritch Blast. 10?
That hits.
8. And then another one.
Okay.
23.
That hits.
And 7.
That hits as well. What does it look like when your Eldritch Blast ends this ooze?
It like almost absorbs the Eldritch Blast and it contains it for a moment until the ooze kind of like explodes from the inside out.
Okay. Anything else for your turn?
That is all.
Up next, Sulong. You are experiencing the overwhelming urge to drink what is in that bottle that you just picked up.
Well, I am feeling a little bit hurt, and I could use some more HP.
Okay.
Gonna drink that potion and pet that dog.
All right. As you go to uncork the bottle, the purple liquid within it sloshes about on its own. And as soon as the cap is removed, there is a claw-like hand that reaches out from inside it as it makes a slam attack against you. Oh, that was almost a natural 20. I don't think a 7 will hit you.
No.
All right. You are no longer charmed. However, there is now a claw in a bottle reaching out after you.
What action was it to uncork the bottle?
We'll say that was interact.
Cool. I'm gonna shove the bottle into this slime.
Okay.
Hope for the best. Is it cool if I just make an unarmed strike against it? A 15. Oops.
Well, you're rolling that real quickly. Abby, Kelly has gifted you player advantage. Thank you so much, Kelly.
Thank you, Kelly. I needed it.
And oh my gosh, Misty Mountain Gaming just gifted us $200.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Thank you
Thanks,
so
guys.
much.
Thank you so much, MMG. For 3 rolls on the chaos table, 2 table advantages, 3 potions of supreme healing, and 7 basic healings.
I'll just make a note of all that for everybody.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So someone roll me 1d4. We're gonna do these chaos rolls now.
Oh, roll mine.
Satan is 1, Arat is 2, Arat is 2, RJ is 3, Fist is 4.
I'm gonna roll my Misty Mountain Gaming D4. That's very spicy.
Please do.
Roll all 3s, please.
I
Give
rolled
them to
a
me.
1. It's a me.
You rolled a 1.
But it's
All
so
right.
pretty when I'm cursing myself in this chaos room.
There's 2 more on the table.
You are suddenly wearing studded leather armor. Any armor you may have been wearing falls to the ground in your space.
Oh. Hello?
Does you
Happy
go through
pride.
a like Sailor Moon transformation?
Yeah, that's just a quick Sailor Moon transformation. She comes back like, I don't know what the
Hello?
heck just happened. But this is a pretty nice armor. Oh my god. Look at this.
So go ahead and on your sheet, go ahead and add stud leather armor to your character. You will have the advantages and disadvantages of that if you are not able to wear that. Now let's go see who does the next one. We're going to exclude the number 1 from the roll this time to make things fair.
I'll
Who's rolling?
roll it. I'll roll
Okay.
it. 3.
3. That's RJ. That's the birthday boy. RJ, roll me a d10.
I will. Gusto. Hurt me real good. 8? I think that's...
And
yeah,
you said an 8?
Yeah.
For the next minute, you are only able to hiss like a snake.
A little on the
Okay.
nose.
It's called the dialect.
All right, one more roll. And we'll say that 1 and 2 is you, Zach, and 3 and 4 is Abby.
Okay, whoever. Anybody else want to roll it?
I'll roll it.
All right,
Then
go
my
ahead.
sharp misty mountain gaming. Ow! It keeps hurting me when I pick it up to roll it. Ow!
A request to Misty Mountain. Can we get some rounded edges?
You guys, just pick it up.
No, I had to with my grubby little fingers. And that was a 4. That's me.
The 4
Oh
is
no!
you. Give me a D10 roll, babe.
Oh boy, I'll use my fancy vampire dice for that. That's a 2.
Okay, a 2. For the next minute, everywhere you step, sparks fly. They don't harm you though. And I will let you guys go ahead and divvy up those potions of healing that we received as you wish. We won't take up time rolling for those, but we do have each 2 rolls of advantage on our next roll. So let's go ahead and work through this combat. Sulong, did we complete all of your turn? You were slamming it in. You're slamming the bottle into something, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna use a bonus action to rage real quick and then attack with my bottle.
And I will let chat know that we are $90 away from unlocking our first stretch goal of $500,
God.
which will
Give us
unlock
legendary items, please. Please.
which will unlock the ability to gift up to legendary items with our higher redemption tiers.
You all are amazing.
We have such a great
25 to
community.
hit.
25 to hit. That does definitely hit. Roll me a d4 for the damage the bottle will do.
Okay. It's going to be plus strength or just with the bottle?
Just a d4.
1.
Okay.
Here comes the 2
Uh,
to the 3 to the 4.
You deal 1 point of damage to this creature. And at the same time, shattering that bottle, releasing the ooze within. Up next, we have Fisscourth.
Oh man, I'm just imagining I'm taking a step back as this thing shows up. I'm like, oh, I didn't realize they could do that. And I am going to cast another spiritual weapon at this guy. I'm gonna blast him.
You're gonna blast him?
I'm gonna blast him. Does a 23 hit again?
Are you hitting the larger ooze or the one that came out of the bottle?
The larger ooze.
The larger ooze, that does hit.
Hell yeah. It's the big scary ooze, so I figured he'd need some help. Now let's damage it. Yeah. He's taking 10 damage, baby. I just turn my little bat head around, opens its jaws. Wham!
Fantastic. It does take that damage. Anything else for your turn? Do you have a bonus action you want to use?
Just gonna raise my little wing over my head and then just start running with all my speed because these things are in the walls. Gonna run as quickly as I can to here.
Okay. That brings us next to the ooze, which is gonna reach out at you, Sulong, because it doesn't have very far reach. Does a 13 hit you?
Does not.
Fantastic. The pseudopod whips out at you, but it hits the rock to the side of you. It's kind of off kilter. There's a hole that's been blasted in the center of this creature by Fisscourth's spiritual weapon. Let's see. This one is dead. This one is dead, which brings us to the Doppel Elixir. Yuiza, can you make me a wisdom saving throw?
18. Whew. I got shivers. I'm so scared right now.
That will be the Doppel Elixir's turn. Up next, we have Arat.
I don't like that it's called Doppel Elixir. I think I understand now. I get it now.
I mean, I guess I'm here at the door, and as far as Art has been able to hear, it sounds like slime, like attacking slime, just keeps appearing out here. So, I guess I'll just yell like, "Should I open the door so we can get in?"
I mean, yeah.
And she hits and go, "Okay," and I'm just gonna lean back onto the door and just shove, like, dig my heels into the ground and push at the door, trying to see if I can open it.
You go to shove. I'll give you this one for free. It does not
Okay.
budge. It appears
Okay.
to be locked.
Yuiza, this one's for you, and I'll just reach forward in the direction of I hear the goopy sounds and another ray of frost.
I got it. I'll do that in a second.
Goopy sounds for free.
18.
An 18 hits. Are you? You would probably have to be going for the doppel elixir.
Yeah, whichever one's closest.
But that does hit. Roll your damage.
15 cold damage.
All right.
And now that one I will telekinetically shove. So that one has to make a strength saving throw of 16.
I would love to do that. I have to roll with advantage
Mm-hmm.
for a natural 20.
All right, so I cannot push a bottle back with my mind.
I rolled a nat 1 and a nat 20.
Perfect. Well, in which case I'll just walk up towards the rest of the group then, since I can't open this door.
Okay. Up next, then we have Yuiza. Yuiza, you felt this thing try to pry into your mind for a minute. For a brief moment, you could have sworn it looked like just the most enticing healing potion you'd ever seen. And then that feeling faded.
Oh, that thing is trying to mess with our minds. I felt it. But I have an iron steel mind, or whatever it's called. I'm gonna go open that door. Oh, okay. Dang. What are you doing? Okay. I'm gonna use my walking to let the others take care of it because I am hurty. And I cannot afford to take another hit like that. Can I look at the door and try? Okay. Can I look at the lock? Because Sulong said it wasn't magical.
Roll investigation.
Okay. Do I have advantage on this? I think I have 2 advantages.
If you have a advantage to roll, yes, you would have advantage on this.
16.
You see a large carved stone door. In the center is a large circular brass plate, and the plate is etched with a script that is in a language I don't believe you can read.
But you want to know what I have? I have Eyes of the Runekeeper, which lets me read any language.
Does that automatically kick in, or do you have to cast that?
No, it's just a feature that I have.
Okay. It's written in an old language that is rarely spoken anymore. It says, "Crimson I am born, yellow I dance, ebony I die."
Guys, I don't understand what it's... Oh, the letters are moving, everyone! The letters... Oh, it says... There's a riddle. Oh, God. Crimson I am born, yellow I dance, ebony I die.
And while you work on that, we are going to go ahead and move on to the next action in combat. Sulong.
Hello, I've got 2 slime in front of me.
You do. And you have 4 hands.
Oh, so much.
I thought we were just counting things, sorry.
Reckless power attack dagger to the slime coming up the... No, the slime in front of me. I'll take care of the ads first.
The larger one?
The one that didn't come out from the bottle.
Okay.
Double 2s for a 9.
Okay, to hit?
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
No, it's not.
I tried.
Oh wait, 9?
Yes.
That does hit, actually.
Oh. Cool.
Shout out to these goopy guys for being so slow. Let me just punch you in the face. Pooh.
15 points of slashing damage.
15 points? Okay.
Yes.
What does it look like as this ooze is obliterated?
It is another stomp into the midsection to disperse all of the goo. There is another like organ that is like just sitting there, and you see Sulong stab into it, pull out dagger, covering his mouth. Like, oh, I really can't talk right now. That's weird.
Yeah, you're still hissing. Hissing bad. Be a shame if we got more chaos table rolls right at the end.
Please,
anything else?
Please.
That is it.
All right. Fisscourth. What are you doing?
Still running, umbrellaing myself with my wing. Scoop past Arat, head to Yuiza's door. Just say, why isn't it open it yet? If we need to go, there could be more of them. They're hiding in the walls.
It's a riddle.
What does it say?
It says, 1 second. I wrote that down somewhere. It says, Crimson I am born, yellow I dance, ebony I die.
Abby knows this, but does Fisscourth know this? Fisscourth is gonna answer, the sun.
The sun is a thing. Thank you, Levi from chat, for gifting us another roll for chaos. Can someone roll me 1d4?
My turn. 3.
A 3. That's you, birthday boy. Go ahead and roll that d10.
A 3.
Fantastic. Let's see. 3. An invisible force suddenly pushes you into the air and you jump 30 feet in a random direction.
A humanoid flea.
Roll me another d4.
Yep, north, south, east, west time.
Yep, we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4.
I was gonna go real granular with the D8, but a 2.
2? All
Yes.
right. You jump up and you land about here. We won't say that triggers a attack of opportunity.
It's forced movement, yeah. Befuddlement, confusion, flying math numbers. What?
Why did I do that?
That brings us back to the Doppel Elixir, which will use its telepathic urge again. This time, Arat, I will need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. With advantage, that's a 20.
A 20. You save. You resist the urge that creeps through your mind to reach down and scoop up whatever's on the floor and take a big old slurp. And that will be its turn. Actually, it'll move a little bit. What's its movement? It's going to move towards.
Yes, come to me. You know I'll drink you, even without encouragement.
A nasty girl.
We know. We saw on the break that you tried to eat your ooze that I gave you. Up next is Arat.
Feeling an intrusion into my mind and then hearing a little glass skitter along the ground and go, oh, no, you don't. I'm going to walk right up to it. Can I use my walking stick to golf swing this thing into the water that we just rode across?
Yeah, you definitely can.
Great. Just go away. Oh my god, that is a natural 20 for a 24.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that you are able to get the rest of this ooze on the end of your staff, and with a quick swing and a flick, you just hear a plop into the water as it sinks down. Out of sight.
Is that another combat for dice?
This does
Kitty,
count.
sir, another.
Yes, this does count as your next room completed now that you are out of combat. Go ahead and scoop out the next die.
Let us swoop.
And as you are working on that, that is where we are going to call it for this evening because we are at time. Thank you
We are.
so much, everyone, who pushed us so close to our very first milestone of $500. I am looking forward to smashing through that on our way to 5,000 this month. Before we do, would anyone like to say a few words about the Trans Empowerment Project? I know I do a lot of talking throughout the game. Do you guys have anything to talk about them? I know we've been talking about it a lot in our group chat. What are your feelings as a cast on TEP?
For me, it's really great to see a, queer charity that focuses so much on BIPOC members of the community because we are disproportionately targeted at poverty, at risk of homelessness. So it is just really amazing. Also, they're just so cool. I've seen them speak and I'm just like, oh my God, y'all are just the coolest. And thank you for
Absolutely.
saving lives.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Anyone else?
Honestly, Abby hit the major point for me, which is that this is a group that is making sure to there's a lot of charities out there that you could support, a lot of charities that are supporting our community, but this one is making sure to devote its efforts into a very beleaguered portion of our community, and I'm very grateful to them for that.
Yeah. Not only are our trans brothers, sisters, and siblings going to be most vulnerable to DV and just any type of assault, but also our POC trans siblings. So that's just, it's really making an impact where it counts, for the community.
They're doing some cool work.
I totally agree. They do. They have a really great podcast. I highly recommend everyone go check it out. It's called The Tea with TEP. I think that's so cute. And they have a lot of really great advice and stories to tell. So please go check them out. Our Tiltify link is in the chat. I am dropping the direct link to transempowerment.org if you don't want to give to us to put things through that link. You can go directly to their website and give a donation as well. Every little bit counts with organizations like this. They are doing wonderful things. And we highly recommend that you go check them out and maybe, I don't know, join their little digital community. With that, we are going to go ahead and head into our after show for our patrons. For those who are new to our channel, we have a Patreon supported after show at patreon.com/The Hype Goblin. So if you're looking for more content for this show throughout the year, for past episodes ad-free, or to hear the players scream about what I have been putting them through today, you can go there to find all of that. But with that, we are going to go ahead and say, drink your water, take your meds, eat something healthy. And if there's someone in the world who's important to you, reach out to them tonight and tell them that you're thinking about them, because that's always great to hear. And we will see you all next week. All right. Wave goodbye, you gay little goobers. Bye-bye.